Hello everyone, welcome back to ECE100, class 15. In this class, we're going to talk about diodes and LEDs. So these are semiconductor device. This is the first simple semiconductor device we use in any electrical circuit. So from the lab, we have seen this figure over here, and from the lab data, your figure should look like this. And we're gonna talk about this lab data in the class. So we're gonna wait until you come back to class. All right, so let's go forward here. So diode. Diode and LED basically the same thing. LED is light emitting diode. So let's talk about diode first. Diode is the semiconductor device. We call it unidirectional. That means in a diode, your current can go only one direction. So it can only go from positive to negative. So that means your current can only go in one direction this way here. All right. So to make sure that we know which side is positive, which side is negative, that is depends in a diode. If you look at that, the one side has a silver ring like this, so that side is negative and other side is positive. So that's what you know what side is positive, what side is negative. To make a diode conductive, you need to apply a positive voltage at this side or negative voltage side, or this side voltage. The positive side voltage should be higher voltage. This side will be a higher voltage than the other side. So then your diode would be conductive. So in reality, in ideal case, your diode should not have any current in reverse direction here. This current should be zero in ideal case. But in reality, in the reverse direction, your diode can carry some current, but that current is very small, which is around microamps. In magnitude, what is microamps is 10 to the negative 6 amps. So 1 microamps is 10 to the negative 6 amps. So it's very small current. All right. And this side over here, we call it forward bias side. That means when you have current going from positive to negative, it's called forward bias side. And this side over here is called reverse bias side. And if you push too much voltage on the other way around, or reverse polarity, then you might have a breakdown. That means your diode is no longer working as a diode. So LED is again light emitting diodes. So how do you know that it's positive or negative? So normally, if you buy LED, you have two sides where there's longer side or longer leg is positive, shorter is negative. So now if you cut them in equal size, how do you know that which one is positive, which is negative? Then if you look around here, you should have a flat spot. That flat spot is your negative and other side is positive. So this one is connected to a flat spot that is negative, other side is positive. So let's say that you don't have a flat spot. And how do you know that your which side is positive or is negative? If you look inside the LED, there are two sides over here. So the slimmer side is positive and bulkier side is negative. So this is your positive, this is your negative. So slimmer side is positive, bulkier side is negative. All right. That's how you know the LED. LED is the same symbol as diode, but you have the sign that your light is coming out of that LED. So every electronic device comes with a data sheet. Data sheet tells you all different parameters and limiting factors of the device. So give you the limit for voltage, current, temperature, power. So all kinds of how much power it can handle, what is the voltage limit, what the current limit, and what would the temperature is operating to get the best result out of it. And also where you can use it potentially. So application notes tells you what the typical application of this device. Your datasheet can be found now very easily through Google search. For the datasheet you're looking at for the diode you're using is N4004 diode. We're gonna discuss this topic from your datasheet when you come back to the class. So we're gonna wait until you come to class and learn how to do datasheet mining. All right, and that's all. So we'll see you again in the next class.